Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the X-Tendo podcast, episode 14. The most entertaining podcast in YouTube today. Welcome, everybody. Come on into the chat room. I need you guys. I need my early comers. Please sit down and relax. Enjoy yourself. Pull out your Nintendo Switches. Pull out your Xbox Series X's. For some of you, pull out your Johnsons. It's time to get to work. It's time for y'all to sit back, relax. We're going to be here for a while. I got so much to talk about this week. I am extremely excited for doing today's podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, E3 is this week. E3 really starts this week. I know they're saying that it starts on the 12th with Microsoft, but no, it actually, what is it? Jeff Keighley and things of that such will be running an E3 or some type of show on the 10th. There's going to be some game announcements shown off next week. Ratchet and Clank is dropping on Friday, I believe. Oh, man. Starting next week, it is going to be an extremely busy week for Zobi 70, man. And I'm up to the task. I'm up to the challenge. And I am ready and I am willing to bring you guys all updated coverage, in my opinion, on E3. Hold on real quick. I got to make sure I get everything acclimated. Sound is right. How's my sound, guys? How's the quality? Let me say what's up to my early comers, my early guys. What's going on? We had people in here before the stream even started. Slides in the building. What's going on? It's time, yes. Didn't he work? Sorry, I can't spell. I'm a high school dropout. Solo's in the building. Gintama, what's up? Wild Horse, how you doing? Holy One, what's going on? Yes, we're gonna be covering a lot of coverage. You should listen to Dr. Umar Johnson. No, never. He's a simp, and I don't listen to simps. Yes, indeed. Kevin Coates, what's going on? Welcome in. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button and all that other jazz. But let's get straight into it, man. Another week of extremely disappointing PlayStation news. It started to get like almost a little bit offensive and disturbing on what's going on over there at PlayStation. I know that I already came out and said that these things a long time ago, that PlayStation was not to be trusted. We need to get away from PlayStation. Do not buy the PlayStation 5. You know I already came out and already said these things already. But it's starting to get a little scary that the things that I'm saying 2 or 3 or 4 years ago is coming into fruition. That's freaking spooky. Even I, to a degree, was bringing a little bit of truth or jests within the truth. Even I was sprinkling a little bit of trolling on top of the truth. But now it looks like everything I said, even when it pertains to trolling, is coming out to be true. PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan wants developers to make the most of the PlayStation 5 hardware and isn't interested in making PlayStation 5 run on the PlayStation 4. This is coming out of Jim Ryan. This is the guy. First of all, I asked a couple videos ago, who is this guy? Why is he the guy? Why is he the guy that we need to trust? Ever since I've seen this guy, ever since they made this guy the face, everything has just going downhill when it pertains to PlayStation. But before we go here, before we go into our main topic, Sony needs to stop lying. Please let me do this first. Let me do this first because I want to come out and say, I told you so once again. I mean, like even the Xbox fan base told me that this wasn't the case. The only people that believe me are the Nintendo fans. Even I had Xbox guys coming in and telling me this wasn't the case. We'll get into that. It's not like I'm mad at the Xbox guys. I'm just telling you, listen, you don't understand how dirty the game is. You don't understand how dirty this gaming landscape is. Look at this. Please look at this. Pay attention. This is not trolling. Please pay attention. Look at this. Destruction All-Stars. Destruction All-Stars, a game that just came out a week ago. Destruction All-Stars is getting bots to help keep matches full during periods of low player activity. Are you kidding me? This game just came out a week ago. And they're already filling in the servers with bots? What does Obi70 say? Mr. Man of Wisdom. Not only are PlayStation using bots to buy their own PlayStation 5s, they're also using bots to create fans. So you mean to tell me that PlayStation is not running out here and buying their own consoles to make it seem like there's a high demand for the PlayStation? Because there's not a high demand when it comes to the games. Things aren't adding up. Your game sales aren't adding up with your console sales. Your activity of users, of people playing your games, is not matching up to your console sales. The game just came out a week ago, and they're already putting in some type of fictionalized bots to play with you. I'm surprised Sony was able to admit this. They probably had to admit this because somebody with sense would have been in there playing PlayStation All-Stars, realizing that this is one of the most terrible experiences when it pertains to gaming. And he's probably going to say, I don't believe that there's 20 people in here playing in this game. This is just not real. These have to be bots. So in order to get in front of it, Sony had to come out and say, you know what, we're using bots. This game literally just came out 2 to 3 weeks ago, and nobody's playing it. This was the game that was supposed to be the what's that little driving soccer game? It was supposed to be that type of experience, right? This was the game that was supposed to be the reason why you go out there and buy the PlayStation 5 at launch. It's because of these new games. No. Don't buy an Xbox Series X where you got Game Pass and you have access to over hundreds, if not thousands of games a month. No. What we need to do is we got to get the PlayStation. This is what the real gamers need to do. No, real gamers don't play games. Real gamers play the new games like Destruction Derby All-Stars, Astro Bot, Sackboy. Some of the worst games known to man. And Sony's coming out with these reports that they're going to be making 25 to 26. They're currently working on 25 to 26 games. You can keep those 25 to 26 games if the experience is going to be like this. I can't believe that the Xbox fanboys and the Sony fanboys called me crazy because I am saying for a fact, an alleged fact, that Sony is going out there and buying their own consoles. And then we were right here, we caught them live. We caught them. They're filling in your gaming servers with bots. fictional players. They're not real. Nobody's playing these games. Anyway, let's get back to the main topic. Sony is lying, and they need to stop. They need to stop. Sony's lying, and they need to stop. Ladies and gentlemen, this week, if you didn't know, we got a little bit of gaming news. We were privileged, quote unquote privileged, to the information that God of War was going to be delayed until 2022. I knew when I saw that some type of badly digitalized photo of God of War Ragnarok, I knew right away that game was nowhere in the vicinity of being launched. I knew when I saw that Sony was putting up some type of calendar to let you know what games were coming to the PlayStation 5. You had Ratchet and Clank, you had Astro Bot, and you had the Horizon Zero Dawn, and then they showed God of War. And I knew instantly. I said, get the who's Sony trying to get? Who are they trying to trick here? Right? Oh, and the Sony fan base, they took it and they paraded around Twitter. Oh, God of War, God of War. You know, right? I said, there's no way. Sony doesn't move like that. Sony needs about 3 or 4 years to promote their garbage. They need about 3 or 4 years to show off the same game before they release it. And then when they delay it because it's trash, they want to sit there and say, they want to give y'all some type of stupid little typed up manuscript talking about, we want to focus on quality. Quality. And then meanwhile, you get the game and it's, where's the goddamn quality? I remember when they delayed The Last of Us 2. That game came out. That game was complete trash. Where was the quality? I'm tired of when Sony starts to parade around these delays, right? And the reason they claim that they could delay the game, they want to delay it because of its quality. And then when you get the game, it plays worse than the garbage that's already out there. Look at Horizon Zero Dawn 2. Look at it. When you look at the gameplay aspect, it looks like nothing more than a complete checklist. Sony was sitting up in the boardroom and they said, you know what are we going to do for this game when it pertains gameplay wise? Oh, well, you know, what's popular? Okay, it is the paraglider from Zelda Breath of the Wild, open world, blah, blah, blah. It's a complete checklist. And yet everything looks completely wrong. You know the game is garbage when everybody's marveling over the graphics. They marveled all over the graphics when it pertains to The Last of Us 2. They marveled all over the graphics when it pertains to the original Horizon. They marveled all over the original God of War. And they all flopped and they were all garbage. When is the lying going to stop? How does a company like PlayStation continue to get away with lying week after week after week? But wait, there's more, right? PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan wants developers to make the most of the PS5 hardware and isn't interested in making PS5 games run on the PS4. And yet, God of War, Ragnarok, and Horizon Zero Dawn will be on the PlayStation 4. And this isn't something that they just made up on the whim. This is something that they were fully prepared for. They were fully prepared for this. No, they weren't, Zilby. They weren't prepared, man. Come on. Here we go. All right. Okay, guys, let's go. Zobi's trolling. They weren't prepared. They didn't know that the PlayStation 5s were going to be limited to ban like that. Listen, there is coming up with the excuses already, right? Except for calling up the lies, we have to come up with the excuses. Please, everybody, let's clap it up and give it up to Phil Spencer. Say what you want about the guy, but he has been upfront with gamers since the beginning. He let people know, listen, we're going to be doing the cross-gen game thing. We're going to be having, he was able to be upfront. But when he was upfront, right? But when he was upfront, check this out. Check this out. But wait, there's the catch. But here's the catch, right? Hold on. Boom. Here we go. But when Phil Spencer was up front and he would come out and say, hey, listen, we're going to be having our games. We're going to be having games on the Xbox Series X, and we're going to be having the same games on your Xbox One. All of a sudden, here comes the gaming media, right? PS5 reported to have next-gen exclusives after Microsoft announces cross-gen plans for the Xbox Series X. Right below that, cross-gen games are hurting the industry, and we need to cut them loose. This is your gaming media. These are the people that you go to, and you dump. And then you're going to go back to them when the Ratchet and Clank review scores come out. Watch when the Ratchet review scores come out, and watch how the deaf, dumb, and the blind is going to run to Metacritic. There's going to be 9s and 10s galore, and we're going to get into that. There's going to be 9s and 10s galore for a Ratchet and Clank game. Oh my God. I can already see that I'm going to catch an aneurysm just by seeing those scores. Now, look, but here, look, the same games radar, the same company. Yes, a bunch of games were previously presumed were exclusive to the PS5, actually coming to the PS4. No, that isn't a bad thing. And I believe I said that the media was going to do this years ago. I said once Sony starts to put their games on the PC, and once they start doing the cross-gen game, watch how the gaming media is going to jump out there and say, you know what? It's a good thing. I'm telling you, I said this already. And the game, and it's like this, whatever this little matrix is, I'm already predicting it before it even happens. I must be the Morpheus of this. Oh my God. This is crazy. I can't believe the things I'm seeing in front of my face. I cannot believe that the media is doing this. And you guys still trust them. You guys will still run to Metacritic when the Ratchet and Clank scores come out. Looking for those 9s and 10s. This is disgusting. Oh boy. I went to the chat room. Nothing there. Hit the like button, guys, please. Please hit the like button. Sony delayed God of War 2 into 2022, and it seems Horizon Zero Dawn is next. I believe it. Horizon Forbidden West ain't ready. I believe it. I already told you already. Sony promotes a game for about 3 to 4 years. That's what they did with Horizon Zero Dawn. That's what they did with God of War. That's what they did with The Last of Us. They don't just announce a game and then they release the game the following year. That's no way, no how. Sony's never rolled like that. And Horizon Zero Dawn is definitely not releasing this year. And I don't even see them releasing. If Zelda Breath of the Wild comes out next year, There's no way Horizon Zero Dawn is coming out in the same year as Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. There's no way. They will not commit that suicide ever again. They lost trillions of dollars because of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and they will not make that mistake again. And not only that, you not even forget Zelda Breath of the Wild. You got Halo Infinite. You got the new Halo game. Halo easily sells 5 million units. Easy. At launch. Horizon Zero Dawn is not going to release nowhere close to Halo Infinite. Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is not some type of household name. You barely even know who the characters are. Right now, quickly, somebody in the chat room tell me who the main character is for Horizon Zero Dawn. And after you name the main character's name, name another character's name. But let me ask the Nintendo guys to name some Nintendo games, right? And name some characters. They won't stop. There's no way. There's no way in hell Horizon Forbidden West is coming out this year. No way. And if Zelda Breath of the Wild is coming out next year, I do not see it coming out. No. More lies. Hold on. I think I got a better one right here. Hold on. Right here. Here we go. J-Rock, what's going on? Another lie. Hold on, fellas. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen. First thing to say is that our PS5 experience or version of these games are built from the ground up to take advantage of the PS5 features. So I think offering a PS5 version of these games for the PS5 community and then a PS4 version of these games to the PS4 community, I don't see what's wrong with that. It's coming from Jim Ryan, right? It's coming from Sony. More lies detected. Horizon Forbidden West. PS4 was a major part of the development, but PS5 will have extra details. Coming from Games Radar. That's surprising. They would put that article out after they said that. More lies. Hold on. Here we go. Horizon Forbidden West devs have spent plenty time developing the game specifically for PS4, ensuring it will look fantastic on the PS4. You can't get a straight answer from these guys, man. They're taking me on a doozy here. Is it built on the PlayStation 5? Was it built on the PlayStation 4? You mean to tell me here's the catch. You mean to tell me that they're going to charge you guys $70 for God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn that are being built on the PlayStation? Did you know what that means? That means that you're going to be paying $70 for the optimized version. That's all. The optimized version, and not only that, some type of stupid control gimmick where the controller is going to be tickling your fingers. According to the gaming media, oh my God, wait till you guys get your hands on these controllers, man. Oh my God, man, these controllers. I mean, right before the launch of the PlayStation 5, they specifically wanted to sell us on controller tickling. This is pathetic. It's 2025, and we're talking about controller features? And I believe, hold on. I believe, what the PlayStation 5 version is going to offer is extremely disturbing. Hold on. hold on. Look at this. This is what the PlayStation 5 version is going to offer you. Guerrilla spent an incredible amount of time on Horizon Forbidden West water rendering features and wave techniques. What? This is highly disturbing. When did this become gaming? When? Water features? From what I saw from that pathetic gameplay display that barely lasts for 24 hours, the hype died so fast because of how pathetic the gameplay was. They had to switch the narrative to her sexism and how terrible men were for judging a fictional character's face. Oh, it was when it was Gorilla Grodd for Halo Infinite. It was funny, right? Oh, it was hilarious. But when it was whoever this character is, all of a sudden it became sexist, disgusting. We'll get into that later. The lies. When are the lies going to stop? When are the lies going to stop? Hold on. I'm giving you guys spoilers, and I don't want to go there. I got to get this better organized. Also, look out for this. With the God of War, Ragnarok, and Horizon Forbidden West getting to, I hate the name of Horizon Forbidden West. It's such a freaking tongue twister. It's got to roll off of the tongue, Sony. You're trying so hard to be Nintendo when Zelda Breath of the Wild. You're trying so hard to be Nintendo. It's almost pathetic. Horizon Forbidden West. It's a freaking tongue twister, man. Getting delayed to 2022, 2023. Expect Ratchet and Clank Ripped Apart to get overrated by the pro-Sony websites to keep interest in PlayStation. The pro-Sony media is completely predictable at this point. There is no interest in PlayStation whatsoever right now, but due to the lying week after week after week. Crap. Hold on. Gotta get back to my video, make sure that everything's good. Week after week after week. Guys, hit the thumbs up button, please. I'm going to acknowledge you in a second. Please, let me get this rant off. Let me get this rant off, fellas. Hit the thumbs up button. I don't never beg y'all for nothing, but please, we have to hit the thumbs up button, man. Sony is shadow banning my channel, but I'm not going to allow them to stop me. I am literally putting my life on the line by doing the things that I'm doing right now. You saw what they did to Michael Jackson. So it ain't nothing to do nothing to me. Sony is shadow banning my channel for telling the truth. And I need you guys. Hit that thumbs up button, please. Watch when the new Ratchet and Clank comes out, and it's supposed to be coming out in a couple of days. The Metacritic scores should be out by next week. We will go over those review scores when they come out. I will be doing a warning, do not buy Ratchet and Clank video. And we're going to break down all the bull crap. We're definitely going to go to IGN's review. IGN is going to do about a 15-minute video, literally not saying nothing, and give it a 10 out of 10. I can already tell you what the IGN video is going to be. Oh my God, that was just a dynamic spear of a transformation between dynamic progressions, between equilibrium, between the dynamic spears, between dynamism. Watch. I already know what IGN is going to do. They're going to use some of the biggest words to confuse idiots. And then idiots are going to go, well, he's using big words, so he must know what he's talking about. It's going to be some type of soy boy. Hey, hi, guys. What's up, everybody? The lies after week after week after week after week, and it's totally killing the momentum of PlayStation. There is absolutely no good PlayStation news coming from PlayStation. So now what they're going to do is try to overrate the games that are coming, especially when it pertains to Ratchet and Clank. And it's a freaking Ratchet and Clank game. A freaking Ratchet and Clank game has never gotten over a 6. But this Ratchet and Clank game, oh my God, you gotta buy a PlayStation 5 for this, man. Oh, you just gotta. Concerning. This is what's really concerning about it. Players who update the Ratchet and Clank PS5 on launch, they gain access to a performance and performance RT modes. Enjoy sneak peek of 60 frames per second gameplay with ray tracing enabled. This is concerning. It just concerns after concerns after concerns. Why is this concerning? When was the last time you ever saw somebody? When was the appeal for a game, especially when it pertains to like Nintendo games? When was the appeal? Graphics, ray tracing, SSD, 60 frames per second. And look at this gameplay experience. It's an on rails. You're literally on a rail. You're not even playing a game. The game's guiding you where you need to go. When was the last time you were sold on a Mario game because of 60 frames per second updated, SSD, ray tracing? When was the last time you were sold on a Zelda game? When was the last time you were sold on any game that you were particularly interested in? And yet Sony wants to trick me with water physics and 60 frames per second. And it's like, what is going on? Only to do 2 to 1 million. You know what I mean? Why is this Sony understanding that this has nothing to do with video games? Your gameplay is abysmal. Look at this gameplay. What is this? $70? General MLD. The cross-gen will hold back gaming narratives, largely destroy. The cross-gen will hold back gaming narrative is largely destroyed now. You know, when Microsoft was talking about it, the gaming media and the Sony fanboys and Sony were coming out and saying how cross-gen is going to hold us back. We need to move on to the future. We need to move on. We need to move on to the next generation. Sony is so disgusting. These people were just literally trying to find, when it comes to the Xbox Series X and the way that Phil Spencer did it, and it was such a every move he made was such an excellent chess piece. You know what I mean? From the Game Pass, from the cross-gen, to putting the games on the PC, putting games on the Switch, putting games on the PS4. Everything he did was literally what Sony is doing now. But, you know, when Phil Spencer was leading the charge at the time, it was considered dangerous and toxic. The acquisition of and an acquirement of Bethesda, right? That was a bad thing. That's not fair for Microsoft to be buying Bethesda. Gamers should be able to enjoy Bethesda games on all. It was terrible, right? But Sony acquires Crunchyroll. Oh my God. What? Oh my God. We could do what? Crunchyroll? For some reason, it's suddenly accepted and praised. It's nice when Xbox squashes narratives with their actions, but it's never nicer when Sony squashes their own fans' narratives against them. It's not just the fans, the gaming media, Sony. They're the ones that do this. They've been doing this for a long time now, especially when it was prevalent during the PlayStation 4 generation when they came out when Sony and Microsoft was going to do DRM. Xbox announced DRM first. And then Sony came out with a patch at launch to get rid of that. But there's still DRM on the goddamn PlayStation because once that battery dies, you can't play your games, especially your digital games. You got digital and physical games. Exposing that the PlayStation had DRM this whole time. Even the PlayStation 5 has that same feature. Lies, and cover-ups from the gaming media. But why? Why the lies? Why is Sony lying? Why is the gaming media lying for Sony? Two different ways to say the same, depending on who you are talking about and if you want to make them look good or bad. IGN, ooh, y'all trust them, right? Xbox won't have Series X exclusives for at least a year. The next God of War will be available to the 110 million. Yeah. Oh, yes. Now we all can enjoy the games. All 110 of us. Why would IGN say something so freaking disgusting like that? Why would they lie and say 110 million PlayStation 4 owners? 110 PlayStation 4 owners are not going to buy God of War. Not even 10 owners are going to buy it. It'll barely scrape 10 million. Finding ways to, just to protect Sony. This is getting disgusting. I got some more here. Why? Why the lies? Why are they lying? Why? And why is it okay? Why is it okay? Go to the chat room. Why is it okay? Why is it okay for Sony to lie? Why is it okay for you to accept Sony in their lies? Microsoft tells the truth and they get crucified. When Sony does it, all of a sudden it's game breaking. Why? Oh, Games Radar. Uh-oh. Looks like they got a little egg on their face. Coming out and saying that, this is unacceptable. This is just unacceptable to be doing cross-platform gaming. This is just unacceptable. PlayStation pivots to cross-gen exclusives wouldn't be a problem if the PS5 campaign hadn't sold us on the opposite. That's funny because when Microsoft said it, it was a problem. This is the same company, the same people that you will be going to when the Ratchet and Clank scores come out. Same people that are reviewing your games. And this is the Xbox fanboys. And they don't believe there's no agenda when it pertains to these reviews. And their reviews were debunked. Oh, excuse me. The reason they don't believe is because it was debunked by them. What do I mean by that? I remember there was a moment there where people were going, you know what? This Sony's paying y'all because I'm coming home and playing these terrible games and they're garbage. Sony has to be paying you guys. And I remember I saw the Greg Millers and the Colin Moriarty's, and I saw all types of people. Jeff Keel, I saw a lot of people come out and say, no, that's just complete nonsense. That's just crazy. There's no way. If you're not getting paid and you're overrating these games, then something is concerning. You should not be reviewing games then. You should not. That should have been what we said. We should have said, you know what? You don't belong here then. You shouldn't be reviewing games if you're going to continue to tell us to keep buying garbage. Games with some of the most lackluster, most boring gameplay are getting 9s and 10s. PlayStation, if it's a cross-gen exclusives, wouldn't be a problem, but it was a problem for Microsoft. Remember that. If the campaign hadn't sold us on the opposite. Exclusives don't matter anymore. Games don't matter anymore. Frames don't matter anymore. What matters? The PlayStation community, Sony, they flip-flop every single week. Do they even like video games? I'm confused. Do they even like video games, guys? But why? Why the lies? Why did they lie and say Horizon Forbidden West and God of War were going to be exclusive to their platform? Why did they do that? Did they lie to you to go run out there and buy their garbage console? Is that what Sony did? Is that what the gaming media did? If that's the case, that is extremely disgusting. No, Zoe, they didn't predict that there was going to be chip delayments and chip issues and you weren't going to be able to get a console, man. They weren't predicting that. Yes, they did. They were talking about that it was going to be hard to find a PlayStation 5 like 2 or 3 years ago. Chip issues. They already knew this years ago. This isn't something new. I remember before the PlayStation 5 even came out, I was sitting up in some type of flea market and we were discussing how it was going to be hard to buy a PlayStation 5. And this is before the console came out. First of all, it's not hard to find one. They tell you every single day, they're pointing you to where to buy a PlayStation 5. Okay, Best Buy has them. Go over here. All right, GameStop's got them. All right, Target, Walmart, every day. And the people who are actually looking for it are able to get it. How are we a year in and bots are still buying PlayStations? That's confusing to me. Well, yes, but what about the bots? Why are we a year in and these alleged bots are still buying PlayStations? Are these the same bots that are playing Destruction Derby All-Stars? The same bots that are buying PlayStations are the same bots that are playing one of the worst games on the PlayStation. You can't make this up, baby. But I was trolling. So 70 is a troll. That's disgusting, Sony. You're disgusting. I cannot believe that you lied to us, saying that these games were going to be exclusive to PlayStation 5. There's no way, though. We're definitely making our games specifically for the PlayStation 5. We will not cheat the gamer. Lying. And we're excited. Oh my God, we can get to go place these garbage games like Horizon and God of War. I got to get this, man. And they run out and they get it. And all of a sudden, a year later, all of a sudden the tone is different. How many more lies? How many more lies? A lot of people in the comment section are calling out Microsoft. A lot of people in the comment section are calling out Nintendo. But Nintendo and Microsoft are being upfront. How is it that when you're upfront and honest, it's a problem? But lying is not the problem. That's not a problem. Nintendo charging $60 for 3 Mario games. Nintendo charging $60 for Zelda Wind Waker. They're up and honest with it. And not only that, you're going to buy it. That's the difference, though. You're going to buy it, so what's the complaint? You're not going to buy Returnal, and you're a PlayStation fan. You're a PlayStation fan, and you're not going to buy Returnal, but you're going to pay $60 for 3 Mario games. You're going to pay $60 for Zelda Wind Waker. And not only that, you're going to buy the amiibos and all that goes with it, the collector's edition, the controller. So what's the complaint? What are you complaining about? There's no lie there. Sony's literally lying and nobody can see it. You wouldn't even allow your girlfriend to lie to you this much. No, that's it, man. I'm sorry, man. This is just too many lies, man. I can't. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I can't. I got to go. But when it comes to a toy, oh my God, it's okay, man. It is all right. No, excuse me. It comes to a specific toy. Because if it was the other toy, oh, no, that's just unacceptable. No, man. Nope. 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 I got higher standards than that. No way. Now look like your standards are worse. Zombie, the type of games you like don't sell that well anymore. Blame the millions in Zoomers that only like shooting games. Well, I don't really care if the games that I like don't sell well. I mean, I feel for the developers. My games that come out are selling well, especially when it pertains to this modern generation. I kind of believe the shooters, they sell, but I think developers would like for them this. I think the sales are dropping drastically. But whenever I try to bring up PlayStation sales, it's the hype doesn't equal the sales. When there's this big console war online and people are fighting about who's got the best, and PlayStation, we love Dreams and we love Astrobot and we love this and Returnal and we love this garbage game and that garbage game, and then when the settle is done and the clouds is cleared and the smoke is dusted and landed, all of a sudden you start to look at those sales numbers and you go, you know what? The hype doesn't equal the sales. So the games that I have or I like don't have hype. Now, if there was hype, excuse me. Now it's different nowadays. Games like Monster Hunter are selling out of the wazoo, but there's usually no hype there. When it pertains to Monster Hunter, when it comes to the Nintendo games, unless it's the main line, Donkey Kong, Metroid, Mario, Zelda, Animal Crossing. Whenever you see somebody's go, whenever you've seen Nintendo fans threatening Nintendo to give them games, they break records. Mario Kart, Animal Crossing, Zelda Breath of the Wild. Each game alone outsells all the PlayStation exclusives combined. You know what I mean? So it's not really about what games I like. It's that we got this cancerous society of gamers that are sitting online talking about how great PlayStation games are, and yet nobody's buying them. Oh, lie after lies after lies after lies. When will they stop with Sony? What's the next lie for next week? Hmm? The PlayStation 5 is nothing more than a PlayStation 4 Pro Plus? Ratchet and Clank doesn't have a stable 60 frames per second. Games, Ratchet and Clank players, games are crashing on them constantly. People looking for refunds. Sony won't offer a refund on Ratchet and Clank because the game and the stream keeps crashing. You're in the middle of your SSD and it was promoted that it was so great. And as soon as you utilize the SSD, all of a sudden, PlayStation, that's something that we need to look out for next week, guys. When Ratchet and Clank drops, I'm expecting a lot of people to have a lot of concerns when that little PlayStation 5 is going to be struggling to keep that game going, right? And it's not even a high demanding game. Nintendo Switch can probably run that game with ease. All right, my next topic. I'm going to talk about something here. It's going to be a little left, but I just want to bring something to your attention because, you guys, what makes me the most entertaining podcast, you guys can sit here for 2 or 3 hours and just not miss a beat. You know what I mean? I'm the only YouTuber that can have you sitting here for 3 hours. I check my statistics every time people are watching the video from beginning all the way to the end without stopping, and it's for 3 hours. And I'm by myself. I know people that got 10 to 20 people in their chats talking all at one time, and they still can't hold your attention. The most entertainment podcast is the X-Tendo podcast, ladies and gentlemen, and I will not be stopped. Not only that, I'm the only man who's ever been asked to open up a OnlyFans. Zuby, when is your OnlyFans going to open? I was like, what the hell? Somebody asked me that the other day. Listen, I ain't game, man. I just think that'd be a nice business acquisition for you to open up. I'm like, what the hell? Don't you hate that when somebody does something funny and then try to switch it up on you real fast to make it seem like they not? Nah, bro, come on, man. I don't play that funny business, man. I just want to see what I'm like, whoa, what the hell? Man, that ain't nothing, man. Stop. I'm like, I'm going off task, but I remember I was a kid and I was at I'll never forget this. I was a kid at whatchamacallit? What do you call that? Summertime camp or whatever. And I remember this one kid, he used to always run up to me. Yo, what's up, man? He didn't know me from a can of nothing. I didn't know this mother sucker from nothing. I remember like every time I came to the thing, he just rolled up on me. Yo, what up? How you doing? He was giving me daps and everything. And I was like, okay, what's good? All right. Okay. And I'm a kid. I remember we were walking to the pool. We're walking, and this dude runs up on me, runs down on me. Yo, hey, yo. And I'm like, hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? He's like, hey, man, hey, give me a kiss, man. I was like, what the? I was like, what the hell? He's like, yeah, just come on, man. It's just a little kiss. Ain't no big deal. And I was just like, yo, what the? And I ran. I found one of the counselors and I ran to them and I didn't tell them. I just ran to get away from that mother sucker. I just took off. I know I'm going to be called a homophobe for this, but it was weird. I'm a kid. He was trying to do some old, what's that little movie that came out with the black people and they were pushing all that weird stuff? Moonlight? He was trying to moonlight me, man. Anyway, that had nothing to do with anything, but I want to talk about something real quick, guys. Because this podcast is just not entertainment, it's also awful information. And I want to make sure that I supply information and knowledge and wisdom on this X-Tendo podcast. We can have fun here, but I also want to, I just want to share a little something that you guys have to look out for. You know what I mean? The other day, you know what? I don't know if I can. I don't want to put that, expand that because it's a little toxic. It's, you know what I mean? Alana Pierce. Um, I'm not really too hip on who this person is. I've seen her around. I've seen her at Microsoft events. I've seen her at PlayStation events. I've seen her at IGN. I've seen her on Twitch. I've seen her. Now she's working on the new God of War game. I'm like, okay. Okay. The devil. How did she get on? But anyway, she came out and she's I'm not attacking the girl, and I don't have a problem with. I actually respect what she did right here. But check this out. Aside from the ones I got for being hired in the first place, I think this is my first game dev related abuse message. I've finally been initiated. Look at me go in some type of celebration tool emoji. And I saw this, and my attendance didn't really go up because I'm looking at what she's saying, and I'm, she's taking it in stride from what I believe in the goal of this tweet was. You know what I mean? From what I believe that this tweet was. Look, she's just not crying out homophobia, sexism, racism. She's not doing any of that. She looks like she's just being cool about it. You know what I'm saying? The trolls are going to do what the trolls are going to do. I finally made it, and I believe the same thing. On a day, if I'm not getting some type of hate from somebody on a daily basis, then I'm not popping. And I believe the same thing, what she's trying to say, but this is what I'm thinking she's trying to say. But here's the concern. Here's my main concern right here. And this really bothers me. Now, this is what really bothers me. Rich from ViewTech USA. He saw this and he had to get into action. Here we go. Here he comes. Here comes the white knight. All right, here we go. I'm making a video about this. This is disgusting. Here we go. Liberal terms that they like to use. It absolutely uncalled for. All over an effing video game. I mean, the day of the simp is over. The day of the simp has to stop. The simp has no room here anymore. Especially when we have people out there that are doing outstanding work. Not saying that I am part of some type of red pill. I'm not. I'm me. I'm not part of no organizations. I'm not part of this person or that person. I'm me. But come on, man. She's taking it better than him. He has to run out and put on the cape, and he has to protect her. And she's not even asking for protection. See, this is the problem right here. This is the problem. This is what I don't like. And I don't even think he really gives a goddamn. In my true heart of hearts, I believe he really doesn't give a goddamn. Disgusting, uncalled for. Man, this is the internet, man. This is what the internet's always been about. And it's sad that I have to see the internet continued to be censored more and more and more every single day because of simps like this. She didn't ask for your protection. She didn't ask for your goddamn video. What do you think? What do you think your video is going to do? What do you think your video is going to prove? Is it going to stop the trolls? The only thing your video is going to do is make it hard for people like me that want to tell the truth. The people that only seem to get penalized on the gosh darn internet, especially when it pertains to these liberal websites, is not the trolls. I see the trolls here every week. The people that seem to get penalized are the people that's telling the truth. All because you want to run out and put the cape on. What do you think? You think that this girl's really going to sleep with you because you said this? And I'm sorry, I got to go there. You think she's going to see you in the real world? And she's going to be like, oh my God, thank you so much for doing that video, man. You really came to my protection, man. Are you kidding me? You're going to roll up there. I'm not trying to come after the man's appearance, but the man's scary. If I was a female and a man like that was coming at me, I would be terrified. Oh my God, thank you so much. I don't understand why these simps, I do not understand why these simps think that coming to the woman's aid or something so, this is what the internet does. This is what they do. I'm not mad at troll comments. I'm not mad at people cursing and spitting on me or whatever. This is what the internet is. If you can't take it, get off of the goddamn internet. She's taking it better than him. Scott made a 3-hour video on this garbage. Well, where's the video? I could have sworn I added the video. Here it is, right here. No matter how mad you are about something, you have no right to say disgusting, sexist things to someone. End of discussion. It's like, what the hell? All this for some type of semi-cute chick? She's not even that bad. If I saw her in the real world, I would have kept on moving. I'm not trying to take attacks at her. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, come on. I guaranteed you, if she had a boyfriend, if she has a boyfriend, she sold her boyfriend that tweet. And I guaranteed you, he didn't respond in that type of way. I guaranteed he didn't respond. And that's why, simps, he's the boyfriend. You're jealous that the Chad doesn't have to do what you have to do just to get a little bit of attention from a female. So you call them Chads and Tyrones. Meanwhile, they already understand the game. You don't. You idiots sit there and actually listen to what they got to say. So you believe that's what they want when they don't want that. Could you imagine if this was the real world and somebody said that to her face? What the disgusting and vile comments that PlayStation fanboy said? You can't even get mad. You can't even blame him. You got to blame PlayStation. Let me go off course real quick and I'll get back to this. But please let me remember, if somebody said these vile things to her face and Rich from Review Tech was there. But anyway, you can't even blame them. You got to blame PlayStation because PlayStation creates this type of environment. PlayStation creates the most toxic environment I've ever seen in my entire life. Lying, flip-flopping, console wars. Respect to the Xbox guys, but look how Phil Spencer has the Xbox guys in check. He has every single one of the Xbox guys in check. Phil Spencer came out before the console generation had started and said, the console war is stupid. I don't like the console war. We need to come together as gamers. Tribalism. And now you got Xbox fanboys in the dozens that were sitting there and parading around Horizon Zero Dawn talking about, oh my God, that looks great. Oh my God, that we're like, it's totally worth $70. Oh my God, this is totally cool, Sony. Wow, Sony, way to go, Sony. So Xbox fanboys were saying this. And all because Microsoft and Xbox and Phil Spencer have the Xbox fanboys in check. Sony don't never put their people in check. They allow them to run rampant like some type of deranged kid high off of sugar at a daycare center. They even add fuel to the fire. And one of my topics that I want to finish off the podcast with, by creating the whole pushing narratives more than pushing games. All the toxic crap that you see when it pertains to video games comes directly from Sony. Nintendo guys are too lazy playing video games. Xbox guys are in check because of Phil Spencer. And Sony guys are running amok because their games are horrible, so they have nothing better to do but be on Twitter all day. But to go back, if Rich and Review Tech was in person in the real world, and somebody had said these same vile things to her in her face, and this is the thing, and this is why I'm not sweating it, because I know nobody in the real world is going to say these things, man. Do you know how many death threats I get on a daily basis and how many people I see on a daily basis that go, oh my God, love your videos, man. You're great. Oh my God. Oh my God. Take none of that crap seriously. And yet your simping is going to bring rules and more strict guidelines to the internet. And I don't want that. I don't want my rights being taken away for some average chick, respectfully. Because you got to come in with the cape. But could you imagine if somebody really said that to her face? You think Rich from Review Tech going to step up and say, hey, man, what's up, guys? Don't do that, man. Don't do that. That's disgusting. Man, please. Please. You'll be cowering in the corner. And that's the reason why she's with Chad and not with you, simp. Because if something was to go down in the real world, who's going to step in? Chad's going to step in. Tyrone's going to step in. You're not going to step in because you're a punk. That's the reason why these girls don't get with simps. Not until the looks start deteriorating. Their golden years go to Tyrone and Chad. When you get them, the womb is so polluted. The vagina is so expanded. The face is so stretched out. The titties are so sagged. This needs to stop. This simping has to stop. Is it disgusting? Is it okay? Whatever. All right. Whatever. But still, stop. This is the internet. This is what goes down on the internet. These are the streets. I guarantee you she saw that comment, probably showed her boyfriend, if she has a boyfriend, and they probably both laughed. If my girl was to come to me and show me some type of comment, look at this, look what he said, I'd be like, he getting at you, babe, he getting at you. Right? But if a dude in the real world was to step to him, best believe Chad's gonna step up. Just respecting my girl right in front of me? What's Rich going to do? Make a video about it? Oh my God. Ernita Sarkeesian got disrespected in public. Oh no. Oh my God. This has to stop. It's getting disgusting, man. It's getting real disgusting. I'm telling you, they're going to be bringing on some strict rules and guidelines because of simps. Let me go back to the post and let me go read the comments. She's cool about it. And that's what makes me cool about it. Right? Mr. Go Along to get along, right? Mr. Paris, Mr. Go. Oh, at the end of the day, it's 2021. There's a pandemic. People are dying left and right. There's constantly negativity on CNN, but he wants us to be positive, right? Disgusted, yet not surprised. I know you can handle it. It has no impact, but still super ishy that these cowards are so miserable and hateful over video games. I mean, come on. This is the internet. This is what they do. If it wasn't video games, they'll be somewhere, cursing somebody else out. Absolutely disgusted, disgusting, shaking my head, disgusting, blah, 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 blah. Well, I just don't have any words. All good. Your fellow game devs got your back, man. What a loser. Holy crap, man. Some serious, please. I mean, just simp. The day of the simp is done. The reason you do not have a girlfriend is because you are a simp. That is it. And don't let you have some money because she's going to take it. Speaking of, I got another topic that's somewhat parallel to what I'm talking about now. How's everybody doing? How's the likes looking, guys? How are the likes looking? I'm not like those other guys. Yo, Rohan! Start with the donation. You should play Resident Evil 8 Village. Yeah. I'm definitely going to pay. I bought Resident Evil 7 just the other day. It was on sale for like $9. But I'm not a fan of the modern day Resident Evil games. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to go out there and pay $60 full price for it. But I'm so disappointed with game reviewers and the gaming media and how they just overrate and how they just not only were they overrating the bad journalism, the biased journalism, like it's just disgusting, and I wanted to create my own platform. So yes, I will be picking up games that I just got Resident Evil 7. I'll be streaming that on my Twitch channel. I'll be reviewing it after I beat it. And I want to create a platform where we can really get some honest opinions. You know what I mean? Just honesty. I just want honesty. I'm tired of the overselling, the overrating. Watch when the new Ratchet and Clank comes out and the Metacritic scores. Watch. We're gonna have a video. We're gonna have a busy week. You're gonna have a lot of Zombie 70 next week. For 2 weeks, you're gonna have Zombie 70. So strap up and get ready. Don't let you have a house either. Yeah. Oh my God, they taking all of that, fam. Simp energy is needed no more. Not with great people out there, manly people out there. Endless boredom. What's going on, brother? How you doing? I got another topic I want to talk about, and that is I could have used this to do my own separate video, but we're going to run to this real quick because it's concerning me. Is Sony more about pushing agendas than actually pushing real games? When you look at a Sony exclusive, say the last 10 years, when you look at them, they're nothing more than just a checklist of whatever's been popular in the current landscape. When it came to Killzone, okay, let's do our version of Halo. When it came to Gears of War, okay, let's do our version of Order 1886. Let's Horizon Zero Dawn. Let's create our Ubisoft type of game. When you look at God of War, they rearranged the whole landscape and transform it into something I can't even recognize anymore. But it's still copying and doing things. No originality, no creativity. It's the reason why these games are quickly clogging up bargain bins all over the world. Quickly not being purchased by anybody, not even PlayStation gamers. And it seems like now Sony's revealing their hand, and especially when they were, oh, it was so embarrassing to watch that Game Awards last year, and Jeff Keighley rewarded The Last of Us with every goddamn award, and not one of them. And guess what? They didn't give it gameplay of the year. It got everything else that had nothing to do with games. Best voice acting. You'd be like, what? Best water physics, best lip quivering physics. It's like, yo, it was like, wait a minute. This ain't got nothing to do with the damn game though. But what was really important about The Last of Us, and I told you guys, it was nothing more than a symbol of things to come, especially when it pertains to PlayStation. And it looks like, it's like they're more focused on pushing the agenda than it pertains to playing game. Hold on, I may have saved my tweet here. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Sony is going to use God of War Ragnarok to push another toxic agenda. The Last of Us pushed homophobia. Horizon Forbidden West is sexism. Black Lives Matter, Spider-Man Miles Morales. I wish Sony focused on making better games more than pushing agendas. That's what you need to do, Sony. At the end of the day, that's what you really need to do. Why don't you focus on making better games, games that we can sit here and we can talk about 10 to 20 years from now, games where people are going to be stealing your ideas. I have yet to not seen one developer out there that said, you know what, we can do what Sony's doing, man. Not one. And yet, as soon as Nintendo comes out, we got to put that in our game right there. We need that game. We need to put... It's like, Jesus Christ. Even Microsoft and Gears of War and Halo, so many developers have stolen from them. And yet Sony has still have not pushed gaming in no way, shape, or form. Sony just makes these games where they go, well, if you like that game, then you're going to love this. Well, that's the problem. That's a problem. Well, you said you like Zelda Breath of the Wild, right? Well, you need to play Death Stranding, man. What? No. You like Zelda Breath of the Wild? Well, you got to play Horizon Forbidden West, man. It's like, huh? You like Assassin's Creed? Oh, you got to play Ghost of Tsushima. Huh? No creativity, no originality whatsoever when it pertains to Sony. And yet, here they go. Here we are. The only thing that they seem to be pushing is agendas. As soon as I saw Horizon Forbidden West and I saw that they morphed her face purposely, so that they can create an agenda. The reason you have these toxic fanboys attacking people that work at these studios is because of Sony. They create the environment. Let's go to this, man. Let's check this out. Snowflake Gamer dragged after whining about female characters. Hold on. Let me get to this article. Hold on. Please give me a second. How's everybody doing? Is everybody good? Get comfortable? What games you guys playing right now? Yeah, I better be playing some games. Talking all that smack about what's great and what's hot and what's garbage. And ain't nobody playing no games. What y'all playing? The Mass Effect collection, isn't that like the third collection it done came out with? Where the games? What y'all gaming on? Y'all doing a lot of talking, but no gaming. Pushing agendas. That's all Sony's got is agenda pushing. Not games, agendas. That's okay. Keep it up, Sony. Keep up the lies. Keep up the agendas. Keep it up. Snowflake Gamer dragged after whining about Aloy's Matt. Who the hell is Alloy? Wait, that's the character's name is Alloy? Yo, this is the first time I've ever seen this. I don't see Sony fanboys talking about Horizon. Only thing they talk about is how it was better than Zelda Breath of the Wild, but they don't never talk about the character. Who is this character? Sony Snowflake Gamer dragged after whining about Aloy's massive appearance in Horizon Forbidden West. As soon as I seen her face, I was like, yo, this is going to be something. This is going to be an agenda. As soon as I did the live reaction, I said, this is going to be a new agenda. And look at this. This whatever this company is, it's like this is a fictional character. It's not real. People are treating people are really people are simping over fictional characters now. The simping has gotten so bad that we're jumping in front of the bullet for a fictional character. The simping has to stop. It has to. It's getting too toxic. It's getting out of control. It's not even a real freaking character. But as soon as I saw this face, I knew. I said, why did they expand their cheeks? Oh, never mind. And to be honest, and they want to run. A gamer has ridiculed on Twitter for having the audacity. Oh, you can't make this up, baby. The audacity to moan about Allah's appearance of Horizon Forbidden West. Oh, they got the man's the original post from the account called. They call him the man's name. Complains about Sony is making masculine as hell. Female protagonist with barely no curves or rough non-female features. Let's see. Here we go. Is it me or is Sony making their lead female protagonist look masculine as hell? Barely no curves or rough non-feminine features, unlike the average woman. Like cough, cough, The Last of Us 2, Ellie, etc. Just saying. Yeah. Sony's doing it again. They are doing it again. Pushing agendas over games. At the end of the day, when all the agenda is going when it pertains to The Last of Us 2, what does The Last of Us 2 really have? Nothing. When it pertains to this game, when you take away the water physics and this masculine features, what is this game? It is a below average Ubisoft game. And Ubisoft games are below average. This is nothing more than a game that you will be dropping within the first 5 or 6 hours of gameplay, if you even make it that far. This is getting sad. And then except for focusing on what the man's trying to say, this no. Listen, there's nothing wrong with admiring the beauty of a woman. There's nothing wrong with that. I will not be penalized for liking the beauty of a woman. I was at the gym today, and there was a girl in the gym. She was my type. I haven't seen my type like that in years, since I was in Arizona. She was tall, curly hair, long hair, nice body. She was well put together. She was my type. That doesn't make me sexist because that's my type. And if a girl comes in there, she's well over 300 pounds. And I applaud her for coming into the gym and working out. I respect that. Get your hustle on, baby. Work hard. But if that's not my type, then I shouldn't be bashed or ridiculed for that or dragged all over these websites. At the end of the day, nobody was talking about the Horizon Zero Dawn gameplay. They were more focused on the agenda. And Sony knew this was going to happen. They knew. Because when I saw how they made her face, I said, they're going to use this to demonize gamers. They're going to use this to bring strict rules and regulations to gamers. That's all they're doing. That's why the girl came out with her account and left that tweet. And everybody's talking about how disgusting. And we need to bring even more rules and more regulations to ban people from trolling. This is idiocy. And here they come. Here it comes. Here comes the defense force. Here we go. Lindsay, woman opening Twitter and reading alpha male takes on what makes the dingle tingle. Ooh, first of all, Lindsay, I hope you played the first game. I hope you bought the first game. Did you get it for free? Now men are just, oh my god, men are just terrible. Every guy who wants their female video game characters to have full face of wedding makeup should be forced to have at least 2 hours of gameplay of applying it at the beginning of each day. What? Here they come. Here they come. The blue check marks. Here they come. Let me get this straight. Muscular women in a hostile post-apocalypse world where strength, willpower, and survival are paramount isn't realistic or acceptable, but supermodel women wearing heavy makeup is in such a setting in such a setting is. Think with your head and not with your D for 2 seconds. Oh. The thing is that they already had an original character model of this fictional character, but I watched him it literally expand the cheeks just for this. Just for this. Not for us to sit around and enjoy the beauty of gaming. No, just so they can push their agendas. Is Sony more focused on the agenda than making actual good games? And the thing is, her face design is not made for a post-apocalyptic person. That is a face of a person that's sitting around eating ring dings all day, sitting up watching YouTube videos all day, sitting up crying and complaining about how everybody's so sexist and racist, and meanwhile they're the most sexist and racist people on the planet. Sitting there polluting their wombs, eating some of the most vile and vicious garbage you've ever known to man eat. You got women out here eating supersized French fries, sippy cups, medium rare steaks. This is the face of a person that's living in a comfortable environment. But when you have to go out and be on a survival, you're not going to look like a fat-faced weirdo. Your face is going to be extremely thin. Not only that, there are civilizations out here that are currently living out in the wild right now, white teeth, makeup and everything, hair done. African cultures right now. There's one African culture out here. I'm surprised I don't know. I'm surprised and I'm sorry that I don't know the names. They're just these African cultures, beautiful, beautiful black women. Skin is like milk chocolate, and what they do, and they still take care of themselves like a supermodel. They take this red clay and they put the red clay in their hair. They put the red clay in their bodies. They're fully embracing their beauty, and yet there's no technology, there's no nothing, and yet still these women are embracing their beauty. The face that Horizon Zero Dawn character, I don't know her name, on the left is a character is a mock-up of a girl that looks like today, a modern day Twitch streamer with dreadlocks. That's not what somebody looks like in a survival setting. Insider entering knowledge, another blue check mark. Tweets like this are the one of the main reasons why we don't hire fans. Yeah. Just more garbage, and more garbage. Sad. It's sad that Sony lying. Sony agendas. Sony and everything to do with nothing, and yet still not even focus on the gaming. Can we focus on the games, Sony? At the end of the day, can we focus on the games? Can we get back to gaming? I mean, just come on. I thought that was going to be my last topic, but I remember I had this topic, and I'll get through it real quickly because I know you guys are stuck solid to your chairs. You haven't moved 1 inch. Just, I'm pretty sure that there were televisions on, there was a fan on, there was an air conditioner on in your surroundings, and you guys turned all that off just to hear everything I have to say. When I mean that this is the most entertaining podcast on YouTube, this is the most entertaining podcast on YouTube. Better believe it. You better believe it. I hope you guys are hitting the thumbs up button. I'm supplying you guys with this entertainment, and I can't even get a thumbs up. At least give me a thumbs down. I do want to end the video with this. Herman Holst, head of PlayStation Studios, he revealed that Sony still values Japanese talent and Japanese games in recent interview. Oh, God, I should have talked about this earlier, but I just remembered it. Damn it. I should have talked about it earlier because it goes back into the main topic, lies. More lies. And what's concerning about this, it's a nothing burger. These are just nothing but just nothing words. This means nothing. Nothing to get excited about here, guys. I know the Sony fanboys that like to parade this around in my face and let me know that Japanese games, he never said Japanese games are coming. He never said anything about Japanese games. All he said was just a bunch of nothing words. Still values Japanese talent, Japanese games, and yeah, that means nothing. It means nothing. It's a nothing burger. I'm telling you, it's nothing. It's all fluff. It's all just more lies to get you to buy that stupid console. If they were really working on Japanese games, then they would have never gotten rid of their only Japanese studio. They fired everybody at the Japanese studio, and they want me to believe that they value Japanese talent. They put strict bans on Japanese games. Clearly showing no respect when it pertains to the Japanese developers. And you mean to tell me, but this is it? This is right here. Here you go, Zoe. Time to buy a PlayStation 5. He's not saying that we're working on Japanese games. He didn't say anything about, he didn't announce any Japanese games. We're already a year into the console and still no Japanese games to be found. Right when the PlayStation 5 came out, they fired everybody. Some of the best talent known to man. The only good game that they ever had was Bloodborne on the PlayStation 4. And they got rid of that guy, but kept the guy that created one of the worst games known to man. A bunch of nothingness right here. A blank statement. That's all this is. When will the lies stop? Anyway, that's it for the video today. Thank you guys so much. Anybody got any questions? Should we do a Q&A or should we just end it right here? E3 is next week, guys. You ready? It's not on Sunday. It's starting with Jeff Keighley's event. Oh, and another thing to look out for. Sony won't be there, right? Jeff Keighley won't be at E3 as well, right? Pay attention to this. I want to put a little word of wisdom into your head before we get out of here. Jeff Keighley and Sony will not be at at E3, excuse me. According to Jeff Keighley and Sony, they were the ones that created the narrative that E3 was irrelevant. All of a sudden, Jeff Keighley opens up his own little live streaming services and his little events, and he's got Last year was such a last year we didn't have E3 and it was up to him and he gave us one of the worst gaming events I've ever seen in my entire life. Remember that? It was so bad that you don't even remember. He was announcing some of the most, not one of those games where you were excited about. But he was the one. Him and Sony were the ones that wanted to create this narrative that E3 wasn't relevant anymore. And yet E3, the E3 energy is, oh, the Most High is beautiful, isn't he? The E3 energy right now is off the chains. I have never seen people more hyped up for E3 in my entire life, man. And I'm excited. Microsoft, Nintendo, Capcom is doing good work, man. I'm looking for, hopefully Capcom announces Dragon's Dogma 2. Hopefully. Square Enix disappointed me. I saw Square Enix event and they're going to be showing all Western Eidos Montreal games, Life is Strange and Square Enix like is going to be a dud. Ubisoft, Capcom, Square Enix, Namco Bandai. I think Namco Bandai is going to drop some bombs too. But according to Jeff Keighley and Sony, E3 is irrelevant. And that's what the toxic gaming media and the toxic fanboys took that and paraded that all around the internet. And all of a sudden, everybody wanted to go how terrible E3 was. Oh, because of the ESA, they're charging all this money. Oh, it's so terrible. Oh, it's so wrong. Oh, it's so bad. But remember, Jeff Keighley and Sony were also the ones that turned you on Konami as well. Remember? Just want to put a little bug in your ear. They remember they said we got to get behind Kojima, put up your lighters in the sky. Kojima couldn't make it here tonight because Konami stopped him. Remember? But and I know this is bad to say, but thank God for the outbreak, right? Exposure after exposure. Hopefully Konami can come back because I'm tired of this Konami slander when it came from Sony and Jeff Keighley. Extremely toxic, right? They want us to stop trolling, right? But they're okay. It's okay for them to troll. It's okay for them to spread narratives, right? It's okay for them to be negative, right? But when it's us, we got to be positive. We got to go along to get along. Right? Zobi, what do you want to see at E3? That's a great question. I'm kind of just coming in to just enjoy the festivities, man, because I get everything that I want. I got games that have already been announced that haven't released yet. Monster Hunter Stories 2, Nino Kuni 2 on the Switch, Shin Megami Tensei 5, the original. Tomorrow I'm doing my podcast on Twitch, and I'm gonna definitely get into it even more. But it's like, I'm good. I'm still playing games I haven't even finished yet. So whatever they announce is just going to be, it's just going to be beautiful. This is the best gaming has ever been for me, and I'm so happy. And what's weird is that this is the best gaming has ever been for me, and it's not even coming from Sony. I'm excited. I'm looking forward. Hopefully we see Avowed at the Microsoft conference. For Nintendo, I don't know. Nintendo for me is like, I don't really get excited for a new Donkey Kong or a new Metroid, even though if Metroid's 2D, then I will. I kind of get excited when it pertains to the more kooky and quirky type of games that Nintendo likes to throw out. Nintendo likes to give all gamers, when they do their little directs, they like to do something for everybody, and they always find a way to get to me. It could be something as small as a remaster or this little game here and there. I'm not hard to please. That's why I was so angry those past 10 years that I wasn't getting access to the games I wanted, because I'm not even that hard to please. Good question. Very good question. Any questions, guy, or am I getting out of here? Yo, the Insane Game Freak. I was just in his stream earlier. Insane Game Freak still looks the same after 20 years. He hasn't aged a day. Rumor says that PC Gaming shows Persona 5. Yeah. I was seeing that Microsoft, there was little rumors here and there that Microsoft was going to be getting Persona 5. Microsoft, guys, Persona 5 is kind of trash, man, in my opinion. Yes. Thanks for the love, Insane. Thanks for the love. Persona 5 is kind of garbage, Xbox guys. Y'all not gonna like it. If y'all don't like, I don't know if y'all like Dragon Quest or Octopath Travelers. I haven't heard y'all talk about it. But if you don't like those, then you definitely not gonna like Persona 5 is weird. You know what I mean? I don't think you guys are gonna like it, man. But hey, if that's what you want, enjoy. Gonna get Persona off Sony systems. Yeah, let's get those off of there, man, because they're not selling anyway. And it's sad that they got to drop the game down to $10 for the piece of crap to sell. Zombie gonna live? Yes, we will be live streaming E3. I know there's going to be a lot of other live streams going. You might miss mine and things of that such, but if you got free time, come check me out or watch the video later. Trust me, I have for all the main conferences from Microsoft and Nintendo will be on Zobi 70, but the other streams will be on my Twitch. The smaller stuff, Square Enix, Capcom, things of that such. I'm on SMT. Yes, I want to finish SMT 4 before 5 comes out. I just popped it in the other day, and I have absolutely no idea where the hell I left off. But thankfully, YouTube, they got me back on route. Hopefully, I'll have Shin Megami Tensei 4 done right before 5 comes out. Y'all saw that Atlas made a big boo-boo, and they leaked. I was so mad. I'll talk about it tomorrow on Twitch. Who do you think will have the best show? Of course, it's going to be Nintendo. That's everybody's. I don't care if you're a Sony fan, a Microsoft fan. Everybody is going to be watching Nintendo because Nintendo, they offer the goods. Nintendo's the GOAT. Nintendo's the best. They're number one. They're dominating in console sales and in game sales. Not only that, the gaming media wanted to play this new narrative where it pertains to how much money they were making off of the PlayStation units sold. And guess what? Nintendo was able to beat that. But Nintendo's going to dominate. Nintendo's going to be extremely successful for the next, I want to say the next 5, 6, 7 years, man. I don't think there's anything Sony or Microsoft is going to do. Sony's shooting themselves in the foot. They're going more into an agenda route. So they're out of here. They're done. Once you go woke, you go broke. Microsoft is scary. I'm scared of Microsoft. Luckily, I'm rooting for Microsoft, but I'm also scared. The stars are aligning for Microsoft. Switch is already outpacing PS4. Yeah, man. Nintendo's number one. I don't know why the gaming community believes that PlayStation is number one right now, which is insanity when nobody owns a console. PlayStation is buying their own consoles. Nobody's playing. They got to create bots for people to play. Since when is They never were. Yeah, I think the Switch is going to outsell the PlayStation 2, especially if they come out with a Pro, and if they combine those sales, it's over for for PlayStation. Yeah, it's over for the PlayStation 2. There's no way. It's the one thing about Nintendo that I love so much is, especially when it pertains to their conferences, and the reason why they will have the best showing is because when you watch a Nintendo Direct, it's like there's no fluff, there's nobody coming out and talking to you, there's nobody giving these long lectures and stuff like that. There's no counting the numbers, and it's just game drop after game drop after game drop. There might be some type of deranged weirdo in there for about 2 seconds to give you a bow and say please enjoy, but it's just game after game after game after game announcement, game after announcement, game announcement, name announcement, game announcement, game announcement, game announcement, game announcement, game announcement. It's like it's 40 minutes of just pure game announcements. Yeah, me too, Blanchard. Me too. There's no agenda. Yeah, yeah. There's no agenda. It's just game announcement, and then when it pertains to Sony and Microsoft, well, Sony is kind of going in that route, but it's like when the games that they show you, be like, man, it sucks. You'd be like, a 45-minute display of Ratchet and Clank? What the hell? Who in their right mind want to see some garbage like that? Guys, tune in this Tuesday. We got a 20-minute showing of Horizon Zero. You'd be like, oh, I'm not coming to that. Yeah, man. I love how Japanese games have exploded on the PC and Switch. Yeah, yeah, I noticed that, man. And that's good. And that's great. That's Japanese games are really exploding off of the on the PC. I knew it was going to explode on the Switch. Japanese games, is something about Japanese games and handheld consoles that just really works. I was on Insane Game Freaks channel earlier. I said I want to see Ever Oasis 2. And I'm not trolling, I'm dead serious. I want Ever Oasis 2, man. Ever Oasis 1 is a good game. You get it's kind of a town builder, and you go out into the real world and you collect people, and they come in and they can do special skills. Yo, I'm telling you, if you haven't played Ever Oasis, man, pick that up. It came out towards the end of the 3DS life cycle, so a lot of people didn't get a chance to really tamper with it. But that was cool, man. Ever Oasis, yeah. Ever Oasis is lit. Word up, yo. Hold on. Zobia, are you getting Drakengard Final Fantasy 16? Absolutely not. I mean, maybe years from now, because like I said, I want to review games and things like such. Maybe years from now, when the game is like $10 and stuff like that. But no, am I going to? I haven't rushed to buy a Square Enix AAA, especially AAA Square Enix. I haven't ran out to rush to buy one of those games. I want to say in over 9 years, ever since Final Fantasy 13. I made a mistake with 13, and I said I ain't gonna never make that mistake again. So no, who's excited for Final Fantasy 16? Like seriously, are we excited because are we actually excited for the game, or are we excited because it's being promoted through PlayStation? Is there really hype there? Is this another game that's going to sell 3 million 2.5 million is, and then Sony's going to post it on. Is another game that's going to do pathetic numbers compared to a cheaper version like Octopath Travelers that's going to outsell the game. That Final Fantasy 16 ain't hype. What's hype? What's hype is games that people actually want. When people say I want this game, that's hype. When people say, "Yo, man, where's Xenoblade 3 at? Hey, man, where's Metroid Prime? Hey, man." I mean, games as small as like F-Zero, Mother 3, Kid Icarus get more hype than any of those games that are going to Sony. This is a Q&A segment right here. Spending time with the people. Not the fans. I hate when people say fans. That's so disgusting. The people. Final Fantasy 16 years in Final Fantasy. Yeah. Ever played? Oh man, good question. No, I wanted to pick it up though. I was going to get it because it came out early on the Switch, and it wasn't there weren't many farming simulators and things, and I love those type of games. But I did. It was looking a little janky. But I would play it now, especially if it's on sale. Sony's forcing Square Enix to make a BLM version of Final Fantasy. Oh, for real? People still screaming Golden Sun. Yeah, man. I ain't never heard nobody say, "Yo, man, yo, when's the next Ratchet and Clank dropping, yo?" I don't think I've ever heard that. Hey, yo, man. Like, you know what's on? Like, even IPs that just came out, right? I don't see nobody asking for that garbage. Hey, yo, man, when's the next Infamous coming out, bro? Hey, yo, when are we gonna get another Order 1886, dude? Hey, Guerrilla Games, I like Horizon, but when are you gonna make another Killzone, dude? I've never heard these things. Have you guys ever heard these things? Ooh, oh yeah, E3 sales, yeah. Hell yeah, man. Make sure when you get paid this week, save your money because there's going to be some sales. Your E3 sale bonanza. They're going to have all the hot games on their own sale. Never, yeah. When was the last time you heard somebody say, yo, we need another Mod Nation Racers, man. We need that, bro. When is that coming? Like, when was the last time you heard that? I ain't never in my entire life. Even if it's a new IP, I can understand if it was the older ones, Legend of Dragoon, another Wild Arms, Ape Escape, or something like that. I can understand. Okay, whatever. It's been a long time now. I get it. It's never coming back. Rapper. I understand. It's not coming back. But damn, not even the new games. Sony's new style is to kill most of their old IPs and start with new ones. Infamous is the worst. You the man, Zelby. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. I'm a piece of shit, but thank you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming through. I will check you guys next week on. I think it would be the day. The next X-Tendo podcast will be the day before E3. There will be something to talk about. Trust me. Sony's going to do something stupid like they always do, and I'll be the first one to hear to tell you about it. But anyway, thank you so much, you guys, for coming through. I'm so glad you guys hit the like button, and like I said, it's going down. It's going down. Yes, we got. I'm going to be. So E3 is going to start early. It's not the 12th because it doesn't start when Microsoft starts. It's going to start from. We got the 10th with Jeff Keighley's show, which is he's going to show off garbage. Then we got the Ratchet and Clank Metacritic scores. Y'all don't want to miss that. You guys know I do a warning, don't buy. We're going to do a warning, don't buy video. And then we're going to go into E3. It's going to be a big week here on this channel, man. You guys are going to love it, man. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate that coming from Insane because I've been watching him for years, man. He's a beast. He's my man. Bless you too, brother.